Pisces, if you're watching this reading, do trust there is a message here for you. If you are a regular calling back in for another reading, welcome back, Pisces. Great to have you here. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is BRONYA. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and I'm really looking forward to bringing you through this message if I can remember my name. Oh my goodness. Alright, so if you do enjoy this message, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button. Keeps the readings flowing, channel growing, helps me connect with your energy. Drop me a comment, let me know where you are tuning in from. I love to hear and connecting with as many of you down there as I can. Okay, we've got a couple of oracles to kick us off, Pisces. I have number 39, blessing, love this, and number 15, awareness. All right. So there might be some kind of, I don't know, awareness coming in, an answer received, insight around a blessing that is coming. I mean, what would be the blessing in your life right now, Pisces? What maybe around Lionsgate 8-8 were you manifesting or thinking about? What would really help you? What would shift the needle of your life right now? That's what you're calling in. Maybe there is a blessing about to land. Let's keep going. So I have the Divine Initiation Oracle here and the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot, and I'll link these stunners down below for you, as well as my website if you want to follow up with a personal reading or healing, and also my social links are there as well if you'd like different daily insight. Okay, vitality in motion, launch off, lift off. You are going places. Things are moving again. Feels very much fire energy. Dynamic. Fire energy can talk about taking action, moving from awareness to motion, from energy to reality. We've got a shift in state here is what I'm getting. Maybe you feel like you're lifting up out of the desert, you know, where things have been kind of dried up, or maybe not seeing the opportunities. It's almost like an elevation here. All right, let's see where this is going. I always find the first tarot card out is illuminating, Pisces. What do we have for you? The Four of Swords. Well, you are launching off out of a waiting period. I mean, the Four of Swords can be where things feel like they're a little bit on pause. And often it's like we're seeking the clarity, the awareness, like which way do I go? What is the plan? What is the right decision? Sometimes the Four of Swords comes in after a loss, like it's where we go after the Three of Swords, which can be a disappointment, a loss, a hurt, or a heartbreak. And you might be going, well, when do things turn around for me? Where are my blessings? Well, I think we have movement on that. So you've been waiting for a shift, maybe waiting to hear back, maybe feeling like things are a bit on pause, or you've been recovering from something. 10 of Swords. Maybe you have been recovering from, you know, a door closing here, which can feel quite painful. The 10 of Swords can be an ending. It can be burnout, physical health, breakup, loss of a job, end of a life chapter. But what I love about this particular 10 of Swords is the Ace of Swords being highlighted. And it's funny that in the Four of Swords, we usually see someone who has 3 swords bearing down on them and 1 buried underneath them. And that is the Ace of Swords. So it's almost like uncovering clarity or truth or an insight. And I think that is the blessing here. I mean, the Ace of Swords can be a communication, a moment of breakthrough that has us actually elevate out of this energy. 2 of Swords, yeah, because you're trying to make a decision, or you're on the receiving end of a decision with the 2 of Swords. And I feel that the answer, or that moment of clarity, is the blessing. Hanged Woman. Yeah, so you do feel like you are seeking, you're seeking information, you're seeking the way forward. Maybe there's something that you need to hear or an answer you need to receive, and it's like, I can't move until I know. That could be, you know, if you've gone through a breakup with someone, is the door really closed? That could be like you're pursuing an immigration process, or maybe you're pursuing a certain kind of career path, and it's like, no, I need to know I've tried everything. I need to know the doors are closed. But what I feel here is that we're being told that there is movement, and it could be movement after quite a long and painful path, and the movement comes through as the sun, and we see someone who's heading for the sun here, and the sun is growth, it's illumination, it's overcoming the blocks, obstacles and challenges. It's known as the most positive card in the tarot, that illuminates the path, that brings growth. Now, I mentioned before that maybe you've been manifesting some kind of shift since Lionsgate, the 8th of the 8th. And we have the energy here of the sun, that Leo energy, and I think it's the nod back to that. I mean, this week we'll be crossing over into Virgo season later in the week. But it's like there's still this, I think this is happening sooner rather than later. It could even be in the next couple of days. Yeah, I think maybe by the end of Leo season, which I think is like Friday, don't quote me on that, I'll have to look that up again. But the sun is often the yes, it's the blessing, it's the green light to move forward. So you're getting that clarity, and it's such a positive energy, the most positive card in all of the tarot. Oh my goodness. High Priestess. Guess what's at the bottom of the deck? Page of Cups, which is some kind of happy outcome. And the Page of Cups next to the High Priestess can be an unexpected shift, what we didn't see coming, a chance encounter, a fated event that brings us the Ace of Cups, an emotional new beginning on the back of real loss. Maybe you thought that there was no hope. This could be a situation that comes back around, or for some of you this is a new energy that feels like the karmic justice for what you have been through, Pisces. So the Page of Cups is this beautiful synchronistic moment that takes us across the threshold to the new. You've known the darkness, 10 of Swords, and now you will know the light, the sun. The High Priestess is the gateway to the Empress. She's the next major arcana. And she stands for everything: health, wealth, vitality, and abundance. So what I get here is that you're on the threshold of a major shift. But there is a blessing that is the catalyst. And like I said, it could be a fated event or something that you've waited to hear back from. Because we're getting this energy of you coming out of a pause or a position where you feel like your hands are tied, you can't move forward until you have a sense of knowing or clarity. And that's what is shifting. That's what's coming in this week. That is the vitality in motion. And that's like, okay, I've been waiting, and now it's like it moves fast. It's the big bang here of your life. So some kind of incredible, divinely guided blessing is on its way, I think, before the end of Leo season. I'm going to leave it here, Pisces. I really hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please do like, share, comment, hit subscribe. Personal readings and healings, you can find the link to my website down below. And I'd also love to quickly tell you about my life's work called Aligned, the 4 Fields Method. I have created an alignment methodology. Now, I haven't just made it up for the fun of it. This has been something that has come through from my experience of delivering over 2,000 personal readings in the last few years for all of you seekers. Like, what I found is that, you know, we read the pathways of potential, but generally speaking, there is that action piece required to turn potential into reality, but that's the block for most people. And that is because we often have subconscious blocks in our spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical field, our 4 fields of being. So in this program, we really dig into all of them in relation to where you're wanting to move your life to. What are you really wanting to create or manifest? And we really look at all of what is in the way and what is that direct action that you can take to bring this through. And we go deep, we go deep, we go deep. I know, because this is the process that I have moved through personally to profoundly shift my life. I have a lot behind that story, but yeah, I completely changed my life from a global corporate career to what I am doing now, where I am more successful. And my road there was not easy, and it was not short. It was like 7 years long, and I have distilled what I learned on that journey and what I've learned from 2,000 of you, along with, of course, channeled insight around this program. And I've also worked with a a very renowned neuroscientist on this. So if you would like to check it out, it is the only way to work with me one-on-one, and I will drop a link down there as well to that. I am sending you so much love and magic, Pisces. Do take care. Bye for now.